I went to a baptism because my brother was the godfather, and they lived behind you. That's how I got to meet the goat. And their son's baby was baptized, and my brother was godfather. And while I was at the party, your father, Grandpa Jackson, asked me if I would go home to meet his son, John Jackson, and pick up his daughter, Geraldine, who was like 10. And I had heard about John Jackson from a priest at school when I was a senior in high school, Father Cushing, telling me about this John Jackson who lived next to or behind my aunt and uncle's house. And they said, Father Cushing kept saying, you should meet John Jackson, you should meet John Jackson. And my Aunt Celia and Uncle Kirby said, you should meet John Jackson, you should meet John Jackson. For like a year. And so anyhow, Grandpa Jackson said, would you come home, and I'm going to pick up Geraldine because she's home now. She was babysitting, and I want to bring her back to the party. And I'd like you to meet my son, John Jackson. John Jackson again. So I went home, all dressed up in my fur coat, looking pretty sharp, and walked in the front door, and here is John Jackson with the ugliest shoes, the ugliest pants, came out of the kitchen eating his big old sandwich. I've heard about this guy for a year. This is John Jackson. Grandpa was so proud to introduce me to his son, John Jackson. John says goodbye, and we went back to the party. And about 3 weeks later, my brother and I went to a Shoreliner meeting, and John Jackson was the president. And I guess he looked funny then, too. And I thought, oh, this guy, I have to check out this guy.
But the Shoreline is an organization of about 100.
It's about 70
people. We had about 40 couples that were married through the Shoreliners meeting other people in the Shoreline. It was a great thing.
So the two of us went to one of the meetings, and of course John was the president. And it's a big old party. Have a meeting for like 15 minutes, and you start drinking beer and dancing and all that. Well, that was Dad's kind of meeting. I didn't drink beer. I'm not into this. But I'm watching this guy with the funny shoes and the funny clothes. He was not.
And women all over me, too.
Oh.
All of them.
Right. No, there was. That wasn't. Barbara Harcourt. No, we went to the meetings a few times, and then Dad asked me out. I think it was around November. It was around Thanksgiving time. We had some of the kids come back to our house, and Dad asked me out after that. 6 kids and almost 14 grandchildren.
Well, in fact, I think you got married about a year after you met me, didn't you?
Yes,
you
it
pulled
was.
me in.
We got married. I met you in November, or started dating in November. The following November 23rd, we were married.
I didn't realize that. You just strung me in like nobody's business.
Oh, now he remembers.
I've been dating girls for 2 years, same girls, and they never married.
No, your mother told my mother, John never goes out with a girl more than once or twice. And if it is that long, which my mother and your mother, I think, were on the phone a lot.
So we went bowling, we went to drive-in movies.
No, we didn't go to drive-in. We went to plain old movies.
And I necked every now
and
then.
we went on Shoreliners trips.
Yeah. We had
skiing,
boats out to the
boat,
lakes and everything.
No, skiing once. Boat trips. We did boat trips a lot in the summer.